Hi, my name is Rachel and welcome to How to Connect to Elen. Elen is also known as Elen of the Ways or Elen of the Pathways, and she is a Welsh ancient queen and goddess. She is the Welsh goddess of visions and dreams and of queenship, of wisdom and sovereignty, of travel and of journeys and pathways, and also of the land, of belonging and identity. And a Welsh term we have called hiraeth, meaning that longing for home, home being ourselves, our bodies, our land, our ancestors, and the place that you live. In her earthly manifestation here in Wales, she was a queen. She was the wife of the King Macsen, so he was actually the Emperor of the West of the Empire of Rome. And in the dream of Macsen, it is written that he had a dream of her and he saw her on her throne here in North Wales and was so full of longing for her that he called her to him and she was like, no, you come to me. And so he came to North Wales and claimed her as his queen. And it is believed in legend that she was responsible for the pathways that were created through Wales in the Roman era that linked all of the fortresses that belonged to her. And so there was always a way to find home and return home. So she can support you as a goddess and as an ally in also any journeys that you have, whether literal or metaphorical. So whenever you need her protection or her guidance on discerning, really, where are you going? Who are you? What is it that you want? What you need? And how are you going to get there? She also is really supportive in embodying and actualizing your sovereign self. So claiming your self-worth, claiming your value, really embodying that, learning to trust self, honor self, and respect self as sovereign of yourself and of your life. So here are my top 3 tips for connecting to her. So my first tip is to connect to the idea and the themes of sovereignty. So she represents the sovereignty of the land and of self. So she was the sovereign queen of Britain, but she also helps us to embody us as sovereign of our own land and our own life. And this doesn't mean like the literal land, like you're not going to become king or queen of your country, although you may, but the way that you have self-authority, self-respect, self-understanding as well. So she's going to help you to connect to them so that you can live your life from a place of self-trust, of self-understanding, so you know who you are and what you want. And the way that she in particular is going to help you with this is to remind you that you need to know what it is that you represent. So you're going to be embodying sovereignty for a reason. Why would you want to be king or queen? Why would you want to trust yourself? Why would you want to have the authority, be embodied in power and strength? Well, there's something that you represent, here in this body, in this lifetime. So what do you stand for? And you may want to journal around this, what really matters to you? What are your dreams? What are your visions? What keeps you going? What keeps you ticking? What is going to motivate you as you're going along the pathway of life, as you're going along your journey? So what is it? If you think of home as kind of like this idea, the thing that's driving you forward, what is it that you represent? And when you are discerning this with her and working with her, particularly work, with the root chakra and also the crown chakra. So the crown chakra, your highest wisdom, which is going to help you with your why, but then bringing that into the body to your roots. Your root chakra is going to keep you grounded here in the now. Why are you here in this lifetime, in this body, in this particular place? What is the point? What is the reason? And you may want to just dance, journal, meditate, affirm, use imagery, colors of those 2 chakras. My second tip is to focus on self-care and self-devotion. So when Maxen sees her, she is there on her throne, she's embodying her sovereignty. He comes to her She's in her red gold robe with the pearls and the rubies. She is standing in her queenship. And as queen, or as king, if it's the masculine that you are embodying or connecting to, then we really do devote to self. We have to tend to and care to self so that we are able to rule, able to offer ourselves. And her pathways can be pathways back to ourself, back to knowing who we are, really devoting to ourselves so that we have this solid understanding of ourselves, that we are in our bodies. So another activity to do with her is to really explore what are your pathways to self-devotion and self-care. If you think about kind of these pathways from her to get to home, if home is our body, our ultimate, first and foremost body, home is our body. This is our home. This is like where we come back to all of the time. But sometimes we need to create pathways to get back to that home and to connect to it, to understand it. So with her, you're going to look and explore, what are your pathways back to your home, your reconnection to your place of belonging, your body in particular, and your sense of self. This may be for you, something literal like, dancing, walking, yoga, healthy foods, but it might be creating something new. So creating a new pathway, such as, a new habit or a new type of behavior that you want to have that is going to return you back to your body. If you have disconnected anyway or found yourself away from it and not understanding it or rejecting it or making it wrong, you may need to have a pathway that's something like a course or a book or a workshop, but she's going to help you discern, these pathways that you need. So with her, I want you to journal about and to discern within yourself, 3 or 4 pathways to your body that you can come back to, that you can explore. And if you are creating something new, a new pathway to self, a new habit, a new way of being, you're starting a new course, starting a new book, I have 2 really good flower essences for you that are going to support you in this. And they're both tree essences actually. One of them is larch and the other is walnut, and I will write them down below for you. But they're really going to support beginnings, any changes, any thresholds that you're going to move over when you start a new pathway, start a new direction, really applying yourself, coming into your why, motivating you and making the changes that you need to return home to your body. My 3rd tip is to connect to her as the embodiment, as an example, as an inspiration, as the mother wolf. So this is one of her sacred animals, and her husband was also known as the Wolf King, and she is known as Queen of the Wolves. She particularly embodies Mother Wolf, although she does embody the lone wolf because of her pathways. But as Mother Wolf, she is teaching us about how to return home and also how to mother ourselves, which is our way that we return home. So how to mother ourselves with ferocity and also with gentleness, with strength and also with softness. The way that she in particular does this as Mother Wolf is she is the guide for establishing and protecting and maintaining the den. So the den is where the mother wolf will go to. She'll return to this den, it's the center of the wolf's pack territory. She'll return to that many, many times. She knows where it is. She maintains it. She looks after it, and she uses it for birthing and creating and coming into motherhood. And so with her, I invite you to explore finding and creating your own den. So find somewhere in your home or in your garden or somewhere that's safe for you, that is yours and yours alone. Create this space, protect this space, make it a space that is nourishing and supportive for you, that you can really come home and you can be there and do this with Ellen, and then use it as a space to meditate, connect to her, maybe some of these journal prompts I've given you, go through them in this space. But this den is going to be somewhere that really, really supports and nourishes you, and you'll be there with the wolf mother. And in my book, I do share more about Elen as well as Mother Wolf and the archetype of Mother Wolf, and more ways that you can do this, more ways that you can connect with her, the importance of the den, the importance of embodying Mother Wolf. There are tips and tools in there, and a whole section on Elen. So do check that out. I'm going to post the links down below for you. I am a best-selling author of Goddess Mythology, Connecting to Wolf Wisdom, Ancient Goddess Mythology, Goddess Wisdom, Flower Essence practitioner as well. So any questions, any further guidance that you would like or need, then please do just pop anything down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to support and guide you further if I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this really supports you in your journey, your pathway with Goddess Elen. So many, many blessings for your continued journey with her. I look forward to working with you more and supporting you more on this wolf path. So a loving howl to you, from my heart to yours. Blessed